Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome once again to the Cricket Happening Show. And in this part of the Cricket Happening Show, we are going to have a very brief look. I wouldn't say it will be a detailed report, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly look at all the matches. We will talk about the first semi-final of the inaugural Caribbean Premier League, which finished yesterday, where Guyana Amazon Warriors won the match against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel by 7 wickets. So Guyana Amazon Warriors became the first team in this inaugural Caribbean Premier League to get on to the finals, and they are waiting for the outcome today, the match which is going to happen today between the Jamaica Talabas led by Chris Gale and Barbados Tridents led by Kieron Pollard. So that is the game. So that will decide who will face Guyana Amazon Warriors in the final. I will have a brief look at that particular game, and then just now, probably 30 to 40 minutes back, we had Pakistan today started their tour of Zimbabwe in a winning fashion as they won the match very, very comfortably against Zimbabwe. The first T20 match where Pakistan won the match by 25 runs. I'll talk about that match too. And we'll go to the Oval, where England against Australia, it's tea time right now, where England are having a pretty slow progress, I would say, in reply to Australia's 492, and the prospects are not good tomorrow. The reason being it is going to rain a lot tomorrow. That's what the forecast is, so that's not good news considering that. And England are making very, very slow progress, and they currently place 181 for 3 at tea time on this, the third day of the fifth Investec test match of the Ashes series. The persons in the middle right now are Kevin Peterson, who is, as I said, he has been, there's not been much attraction. If you look at the boundaries that is set, only Joe Root scored a lot of boundaries. Kevin Peterson is not out 29 right now with 2 fours. Ian Bell is keeping him company, not out on 4. We'll return to that later. But as I said, we'll start off with the first semi-final, which was played within Guyana Amazon Warriors, who became the first team to get into the finals of the Caribbean Premier League, as Trinidad and Tobago had it very, very tough. In fact, Guyana Amazon Warriors bowlers put up a great show here at the Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain, with Krishna Santoki, the left-arm seamer, who has been doing a great job in this particular Caribbean Premier League and definitely making the West Indian selectors take notice because he bowled in the right areas, 4 overs, 20 runs. He also got the breakthrough, and he took 2 for 20. In fact, he didn't get the breakthrough, but he picked up the very important wicket of Mahela Jayawardene. So 2 for 20 was Santoki's figures. Dilshan bowled 4 overs, who actually was taken by, he came into this particular lineup of Guyana Steel, which really made a difference. 4 overs, no more than 2 for 14 for him, bowled absolutely economically. Malinga into the squad. You know what, how strengthened the team can be when Lasith Malinga enters the squad, and Lasith Malinga really made it count. 3.3 overs, no maiden, 18 runs and 2 wickets. Sunil Narine, as usual, 4 overs, 1 for 29, 4 overs, 22 runs and 2 wickets for Veersamy Permaul, the spinner, and as far as the right-arm spinner. And as far as Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel were concerned, they found the going pretty tough. They lost Kevin O'Brien pretty early, caught and bowled by Dilshan for 8. He frustrated the batsman there. Adrian Bharat was run out for 12. Jayawardene was sent back by Santoki for 2. And then Permaul. As said, the bowlers were absolutely swarming over the Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel, not allowing them real liberties. As you know, everybody was cheaply dismissed. Ross Taylor was out for 6. Bravo was out for 3. Looking at the batting lineup that Trinidad and Tobago had, it was pretty surprising to see that Trinidad and Tobago batting couldn't have any answer to the Guyana Amazon Warriors bowling, with Darren Bravo making only 3 runs. Dwayne Bravo was the one who was the second highest scorer, with 26 runs of 34 balls with 1-4. Nicholas Pooran bowling 14 of 11 balls with 1-6. Kevon Cooper was the one who actually took the score past the 100 mark by being the highest scorer in a knock of 103 all out, which Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel had, where his contribution was 27 of 17 deliveries with 2 fours, and then Ben was out for a duck. So 103 all out, as I said. The Guyana Amazon Warriors bowlers putting up a superb performance there by throttling the Trinidad and Red Steel's very powerful batting lineup and rolling them out for 103. As far as Guyana Amazon Warriors were concerned, well, they lost Lendl Simmons pretty early in the piece, out for 8. After that, Perkins' contribution was 18 of 90 balls, 3 fours, and looking at the score that they had, it was pretty easy, and Dilshan charged the bowlers by making 39 of 29 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, and in the end the winning hit was hit by, the winning runs were done by these two players. Ramnesh Sarwan was not out on 18 of 19 balls with 1 4. Franklin was not out 16 of 24 balls with 1 4. A pretty easy victory in the end for the Guyana Amazon Warriors, 107 for 3, being the first team to actually enter the finals of the Caribbean Premier League, inaugural Caribbean Premier League. And Dilshan on his very first match for the Guyana Amazon Warriors with his all-round performance, clinching the Man of the Match award. The bowling figures for Trinidad Red Steel: Edwards 3 was 1 for 25, Badri none for 21, went for some tap yesterday with Dilshan particularly. Suleiman Ben 3 was 1 for 24, Bravo 4 was none for 17, bowled well, 3.2 overs no maiden, 1 for 18 for Kevon Cooper. Well, let's leave the Caribbean Premier League now and jump into the Zimbabwe-Pakistan match, the 2020 match. As I said, Pakistan today starting their tour of Zimbabwe in right earnest and actually winning the match comfortably by 25 runs. Pakistan were the ones who batted first. They had debuts today. The Sohaib Maqsood actually made a debut. He's a very young batsman, and he was pretty impressive too with his knock of 26 of 16 balls with 1 4, and he struck 2 sixes in that particular knock. And in fact, one of the balls he tried to hit, and he was caught brilliantly, I thought, by VC Sibanda, who really skated in the deep to take that catch. And one would have thought probably the ball is either going into the fence, and by the time one could see on the TV screen that VC Sibanda was just skating towards the ball, and what a superb catch he took to dismiss the debutant Shoaib Maqsood of the bowling of Chigumbra for 26 of 16 balls with 1 4 and 2 sixes. Earlier, Pakistan made 161 for 5, thanks in the main to Ahmed Shahzad, the opener, who cracked runs aplenty, and he was looking absolutely impressive with his knock of 70 of 50 balls with 6 fours and 1 6. It turned out to be a winning knock as he got the Man of the Match award. Nasir Jamshed could contribute only 2. Tendai Chatara was very impressive. In fact, Zimbabwe started off with their right arm off spinner Prosper Utsaya, and Prosper Utsaya didn't disappoint. He bowled his full quota right from the start by bowling very economically and picking up the wicket. 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 15 for him. He picked up the wicket of Umar Amin, was caught by tail of the bowling with Utsaya, and Tendai Chatara was the one who actually gave them the breakthrough and really put a sort of a real a fright into the Pakistani camp by reducing them to 51 for 3. When Nasir Jamshed was the first to go, caught Vittori, bowled Chatara for 2. Mohammad Hafiz was caught by Taylor behind the wicket of the bowling of Chatara for 3, and Chatara looked pretty impressive. After that, after Utsaya then started, and then Sohaib Maqsood came in and added some sort of zest to this particular knock by actually contributing a quick fire 26 of 16 balls on his very first 2020 match, his first international debut today. It was very impressive. 26 of 16 ball, 1 4 and 2 sixes. And what was very impressive about this young lad from Pakistan, Shoaib Maqsood, was that he was pretty straight. He was playing the ball very straight, and that was good to see. And I think that is something that one would like to see in matches. And Shoaib Maqsood looks to be a perfect, what I liked about him was he was playing pretty straight, and that is really good for Pakistan. Shahid Afridi in the end cracked 23 of 16 balls with 1 4 and 1 6, was unbeaten in the end. Anwar Ali was not out on 10, and the Pakistan score went on to 161 for 5 after the 20 overs. The bowling figures: Prosper Utsaya 4 overs 1 for 15, bowled superbly. Chatara giving the breakthrough and picking up 2 early wickets, 4 overs no maiden, 2 for 30. Brian Vittori 4 overs none for 26. Shingirai Masakaja was the costliest of the lot, 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 37. Sean Williams 2 overs none for 18 was costly. Chigumbra bowled 2 overs, he was cracked for 30 runs in the end. Zimbabwe, well, they started off with Hamilton Masakaja and Vusi Sibanda really going like a train, because what they did is they went after Mohammad Irfan. His 3 overs costing 18 runs. Even Sohail Tanveer went for runs, and Hamilton Masakaja and Vusi Sibanda, the openers, put up an aggressive partnership of 53 for the first wicket, before Anwar Ali was the one who actually struck by getting Masakaja LBW for 18 of 16 balls with 3 fours. After that, Vusi Sibanda's contribution was a hard-hitting, a very aggressive 31 of 42 balls with 3 fours, and then it was the spinners, Shahid Afridi picking up 3 wickets, Mohammad Hafiz picking up 1 wicket. Brendan Taylor, Brendan Taylor, he did his job. He was there till the end, but he couldn't take the Zimbabwe to victory because he was lacking support from the other end, as he remained not out on 32 of 30 balls with 3 fours, with Zimbabwe losing the match by 25 runs. But what was good to see was Brendan Taylor, who, as I said yesterday, he was absolutely in woeful form against India in that one-day series. Finally came to form, and that should be absolutely good news for Zimbabwe. Is Brendan Taylor, the captain, not out on 32 in a losing cause of 30 balls with 3 fours? As I said, he couldn't get much support, so he lost Sean Williams, LBW Hafiz for 9 of 7 balls with 1 4. Maruma was a victim of Afridi for 10 of 13 balls with 1 4. Chigumbura was clean bowled by Shahid Afridi for 6, and then it left Malcolm Waller not out on 14 of 7 with 1 4 and 1 6. And as I said, Zimbabwe found it very tough. In the end, in the last over, they required 32 runs to win the match, but it was absolutely beyond them. I thought the last over, according to me, was bowled by Shahid Afridi or Ajmal, I wouldn't really remember. But at the end, so Pakistan starting off their campaign of Zimbabwe in a winning fashion by winning the first T20 international by 25 runs. The second T20 will be taking place tomorrow. Let's look at the bowling figures here for the Pakistanis. Sohail Tanveer, none for 23. Mohammad Irfan was pretty costly, 3 overs for 18. Anwar Ali, 3 overs, 1 for 21. Saeed Ajmal also was went for runs a bit, 4 overs, none for 30. Shahid Afridi was the most impressive of the lot, 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 25. Mohammad Hafiz, 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 12. And Ahmed Shahzad took away the Man of the Match award. Now a brief look at the Ashes Test Series, the 5th test of the Ashes, which is going on. As I said, England replying to Australia's 492. Right now it's tea time on the 3rd day's play in the 5th Investec Test match of the Ashes series, where England currently 181 for 3. There's nothing to really talk about as far as there's been pretty slow progress. It was an opening partnership of 68 before Alistair Cook actually fished at a ball which was going wide away from the off stump. Brad Haddin behind the wickets took the catch, and he was gone for 25 of 88 balls with 3 fours. And Brad Haddin requires another two more catches or 2 more dismissals in this particular innings or in this particular test match to go past the world record of the world record held by the most catches, most dismissals in a test series, whereby Rod Marsh of Australia holds the world record for 28 dismissals. So Haddin is absolutely inching ahead right now, and wish him good luck. Joe Root Joe Root was the one who hit a lot of boundaries today, and he looked pretty good. He was pretty compact in his defense, as also he was playing some marvelous strokes. Joe Root contribution was 68 with 11 fours. And other than that, when Joe Root departed, when Lyon had him caught by Watson, the score read 118 for 2. After that, it has not been very easy. Kevin Peterson has not been looking in full flow. Jonathan Trott also really, I would say, digging himself in right now. He was out when the new ball was taken just before tea, and with the very first ball of the new over, Mitchell Starc had Jonathan Trott LBW bowled Starc for 40 with 2 fours. And as I said, at tea time, Kevin Peterson has not looked impressive in this particular innings. He has been struggling. The odd ball has been turning. We have seen some balls from Stephen Smith and Nathan Lyon turn a bit, and Nathan Lyon has been pretty impressive with his bowling today. Kevin Peterson not out 29 right now with 2 fours. Ian Pellis not out on 4, 181 for 3 wickets is the current score at tea on the 3rd day. And as far as the bowling figures were concerned, Mitchell Starc 19.3 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 46 was pretty impressive. Bowls with a lot of pace. Ryan Harris, as usual, impressive, 18 overs, 7 maidens, 1 for 27, provided the breakthrough, much needed one. Faulkner also looked good in his on his international debut, 7 overs, 2 maidens, none for 17 on his on his test match debut here. Siddle 16 overs, 5 maidens, none for 36. Nathan Lyon, the spinners have been doing a great job, especially Nathan Lyon, bowling marvelously. 17 overs, 4 maidens, 31 runs on 1 wicket. And Stephen Smith bowled 5 overs, 1 maiden, none for 15. And Stephen Smith has also been impressive with his bowling. He has been getting some balls to turn. As I said, the odd ball is definitely turning. But as I said, tomorrow the forecast is not good. So there's going to be a lot of rain. That's what we are told at the Oval. It's not good news. So, but one only hopes that we still get some play and the rain gods stay away. But well, it could be wishful thinking. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this particular note, your host Ram would like to end the show for today. but promising you that I'll be back with my Cricket Happening show as usual, but probably it won't be early. You all know on Saturday I'm a bit late on my cricket show because once I return from my office, I get on with this cricket show. So that's it from me, your host Ram, for the cricket show for today. Thanks for your company and thanks for your tremendous cooperation to this cricket show. Your host Ram will see you tomorrow. Thank you.